So you may be wondering why I'm on my phone right now, and well, it's a funny story that really actually isn't that funny. About 2 days ago now, uh, yeah, 2 days ago in the morning, I was sitting down on my computer doing my normal thing, looking at the charts, drinking my morning coffee, when an unfortunate accident happened, and my coffee went all over my laptop. And right now, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to salvage it yet. It turns on still, but there still seem to be a lot of issues. So I'm going to have it checked out soon. And, hopefully I can either get it fixed or get a replacement pretty quickly. But in the meantime, I figured it's better to make videos on my phone than to not post at all. And despite the fact that I have been without a computer, I still have been trading. So over the last few days, I took a short up here at that high that we put in. It was actually a pretty ninja entry. Bitcoin was just, absolutely ripping. We had just broken out of a very significant trend line. We had just broken above the previous range value area low and a point of control. And, we were just straight pumping up. No one knew where the top was going to be. But I had this wick marked out right over here from those highs. And, we came right up to that wick and on Bybit got a near perfect CDW. Aside from the fact that we didn't have many confirmations, but you can see we just pushed above that wick, fell right down below it. And if I open up Market Cipher, we did have some divergences here on the 4 hour, pretty slight. I believe we had some on the 3 hour as well. But money flow was, definitely not in favor of the short. And, then if you go to the medium to low term time frames, there really wasn't much. Momentum and money flow were increasing at the time. So on Market Cipher, there wasn't a lot of confirmations for that CDW. But when I went over to Coinalyze, I noticed that we did get this very sharp decrease in open interest as we took out that wick, which backs up the CDW theory, the liquidity grab, and that was really the biggest decrease in open interest that we had seen, at least during that one pump up. So that gave me, some more confidence that that might have been at least a local top. And I was at the computer when this was going on. This was before the coffee incident. And I actually got a pretty good entry on this, which is really the only reason I took this trade, was because I had a tight window of invalidation there. And this trade worked out pretty well. I locked in some profits. I actually couldn't manage this trade all that much aside from the limit orders that I had set, because somewhere around here is when the coffee incident happened. I want to say it was the 14th. So I got some profits locked in on that. We came up and stopped out my trade. And when we stopped out my short, I had a limit order set to close that long that I was keeping open. I had just a little bit left in it. Figured I'd set a limit order to close it out if that short got stopped out. So at that point, I wasn't in any trades. And that brings us to today, when we got another very nice CDW, where we actually took out those first highs that we made. If I go back and look at this wick, so that high was 21,481, and if we go over here, you can see that we took out that high, and we did actually get the low time frame confirmations for this one. You can see very nice 6-minute divergences there, slight divergence in money flow there as well. So that was a pretty nice trade to take. Got a bit of a worse entry on this one. I didn't hop in until somewhere around here. So I had to take a smaller position because I had a larger stop loss. But still, this one ended up working out in my favor. I got profits locked in now. And looking at some of the higher time frames, we did get some pretty bearish looking divergences on the 1 hour money flow coming down as well. So, potentially this could result in a larger move down. Right now, for longs, I'm currently interested in this zone right here around 20,200. Potentially a CDW of those lows into that key support resistance level. I'm also watching a retest of this trend line here, and also a retest of the point of control and the value area low. Those are really the key levels to the downside that I'm targeting. In terms of levels to the upside, we got that naked monthly level up there. We could make a run all the way for the highs of this range, which that monthly level is right around the highs. But right now it seems like these higher time frames could be topping out, potentially giving us a pretty large retracement here. This was a very large and a very fast move up, so we could potentially see a large move to the downside to retest some of these levels. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this one.